Well, okay. We are back. And my spoon is too big.
You can do that voice the whole time?
No, gosh, no. Gosh, no. No, 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 no. All right, you ready?
Give me a second.
Hey, cat, stop. Silly kitty cat. Always scratching at the fake leather.
Okay, I'm ready. My cracker is eaten.
You know what? I was going to make a joke about eating white people, but I decided against it.
By just saying it anyways.
Yep. Oh, hold on just a tick.
What?
So I sold some stuff from my inventory, but apparently all those traceries that I did before the stream started got sold too. And so I'm just buying them back. Because I'm weird. Where is you? There is you. Okay.
Do you need to talk to the people of Middlemead?
I think I do. Hail, traveler! I know not why we dally in our journey to Edoras, and I fear for my family. Magla is a bright thane, but I fear his injury has left him in a bad way. I wonder if he even intends to leave Middlemead. Oh, he probably don't.
Our hope lies in strength.
If you'll excuse me, I have little time to talk. I must make it to the auction today, for my family is in need of goods, and they have become scarce in these dire times.
Our hope lies in strength.
The trades have become far too costly for my family. I have to work constantly to afford new goods. I see so little coming into town these days, and so much leaving it. We should journey to Edoras, for the king shall provide for us once more. Hey, kitty. Hey, stop messing with the cords around my desk!
Never!
Oh, stupid cat. I love him, but he's a stupid cat. Except when he's exceptional. Stop eating that! Don't give me that look! Don't give me that look!
Well met, my friend.
He's giving me the look of like, how dare you? Right, anywho. Welcome to Middlemead, Vontu. Have you come to trade from faraway lands? Here we trade the finest wares of Rohan, fine weaponry of the Stone Dens, the strongest steeds of the Broad Acres, and the luscious crops of our, bless you, Kingstead. Our traders are often travelers like yourself, you see. Perhaps you can join us for an auction if your time here can afford it. Haha, I see what you did there. Afford it. But
Last auction we went to went rather badly. We probably ought to avoid those.
I still want to go save that kid from the mines. Assuming he's still alive.
That's a bold assumption.
It is. Anyone want spoilers for Rings of Power? Anyone? No?
Our mission is dire.
Okay. I mean, half the people watching are you, so I'm not surprised.
I spoil it for myself.
Did you already look it up?
Yep.
So, you know who was revealed?
Yep.
You really shouldn't have done that. In my opinion.
Spoilers don't bother me. They do not ruin my ability to one day enjoy something.
Yeah. I take it you've met with my people, Vontu. Now then, let us speak of more pressing matters.
Our success depends upon our strength. Will you aid
Vontu,
us?
there's a matter I have been helpless to effect in Middlemead. As a trading town, we gather many goods of Rohan here, but as of late, it appears more that have been snatched up by our kinsmen in other lands, leaving little for the people of Kingstead and Middlemead. I would ask that you travel to the Trader's Pavilion and take inventory of the goods we currently store. Heidolf may know more of these troubles as well, as I have known him to keep a current manifest. When you have done this, return to me. Oh, you need to pick up Gotham Knights this week.
Yeah, not right now though.
Not right now, but I'm just saying this week, because if we want to stream it on Friday when it comes out,
Yeah, I'll grab it.
I so wish I could take Friday off, but there's just too much to do at work. But I would, I so want to take Friday off to play. What are we doing here? Oh,
You have need of our assistance.
it was taking a little to load. Rations are plentiful at this post, but several barrels and baskets remain empty. You've noted a barrel filled with armor pieces. Spears and swords are in no short supply at the moment.
There's one more somewhere. There's a fox.
Can I eat the fox? Fox, what do you say? What do you say, Fox? Okay, I'm gonna not. That's an old joke. Not a single horse available for trade.
Greetings.
Ah, so you return. I have seen you peeking and poking about the traders' posts. I trust you have found something of interest. Your face is otherwise. A shame. Magla wants to see the manifest, you say. He may have it, and you should know that it is quite current. Before you go, I know his concerns, my friend. But tell him the trade still thrives. Goods leave just as quickly as they might return. Such is the market in times of war. You're leaving me behind again. That's gonna be a thing I say in like every game we play together from now on.
Watch you be the one who leaves me behind in Gotham Knights.
You're still leaving me behind again.
You know exactly where you're going.
That doesn't matter. I don't want to be left behind. Why do you do this to me? Well, what have you to report? Crops remain the only plentiful thing in Kingstead, thanks to Bosa and the others on the plains. Our lack of arms and horses is greatly troubling, though, despite Hedof's feelings on the matter. Thank you, Vontu. Sit a moment. I must review the manifest.
Our success depends upon our strength.
I had nowhere to...
Will you aid
I
us?
sat nowhere. As I mentioned, Vontu, I believe Wormtongue's influence still lingers in Kingstead. To that end, I have kept careful watch on the people of Middlemead. Our trade routes from the Broadacres and the Stone Deans have been disrupted by the White Hand, and I sense their fields are next. I sent one of my finest warriors to station at Bosa's farm to the east to ensure that crops continue to flow into our settlement. I wish for you to rally to Egbalth's side at Bosa's farm. Perhaps we can offer him aid in warding off the White Hand as farmhands ready to harvest for trade. And when you both return, we can speak more of our suspicions. Sure. Let's do it.
Are you sad you can't walk across the fire?
Yes, very much so. At least no one's complaining about the fact there is no fire when they're sitting right next to it. When's the next Dragon Age coming out? Is that next year?
I think that's the current idea, but I don't think they've given a date.
Aww. Well, puke.
Ingalls is particularly loud today.
Yeah. You can hear him?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's like they amped up the volume. It used to be just a really kind of low ambient thing. Also, how am I pulling ahead of you?
Because I'm not going full speed.
Oh, are you on Worsted? Now I feel stupid.
I was keeping the same basic speed as you.
I didn't realize we were going Worsteeds. I didn't realize that's what you wanted me to do.
I was fine with either.
Okay, well, I've grabbed a friend. I grabbed another friend
Why would you do that?
because I accidentally tapped onto something else out of instinct.
Kill everything with a colored name.
That's just racist.
Only because you made it that way.
I mean, you're the one that went there. Why is this Urukai warrior or war leader yellow?
Oh, we'll probably interact with him later.
Reasonably good likelihood.
Uh-oh, I think bad things have happened.
You arrived at Bosa's farm hoping to meet with Thane Magla's lieutenant, but instead you've discovered the croftlands and homes burnt to the ground by nearby White Hand forces. Brutal Urukai raiders still circle the field, setting flame to anything that escaped their wrath thus far. They must be defeated if the people of the Middlemead are to remain safe in the White Hand, and I got dismounted! You arrived at Bosa's farm to find it completely overrun by Uruks of the White Hand. Already they have worked to stake a claim to the northern reaches of Kingstead and have erected their vile banners in the charred ruins of the farm. These banners must be burned to show the Uruks that Kingstead and Edoras will never fall into the hands of the enemy. Dude, should we dismount? Or not? I'm guessing
It's hard to say because this area is a little narrow.
But there's also mounted enemies here. Oh, there's an abandoned chest. Or an adorned chest. Ow, but that's a scholar thing apparently. Never mind.
Yeah, it's a crafting node.
Never mind. Eggvalt's lifeless body is slumped against the side of a burned home, and brutal wounds are visible through punctures in his armor. Whether his horn was sounded or not, it is clear that aid did not arrive in time.
We'll have to do this again.
As you go over Eggbalth, you notice the horn lying amidst the nearby wreckage, where he likely sounded to call for aid. Only Uruk stood ready to arrive. You've not been able to identify the leader of those Uruk forces thus far, but you suspect that sounding the horn once again might draw what remains of their force. You decide to learn what you can of the White Hand's purpose of Bosa's farm before returning to Thagmagla. Who didn't say nothing about a runekeeper?
Saruman.
I guess.
Skeletons.
Yep. Burned skeletons.
Like Uncle Owen and Aunt Beru.
You just had to go there.
Yeah?
You had to go there. You've burned many banners of the White Hand in retribution for the atrocities the Uruks have carried out. Although the loss of life cannot be undone, the White Hand will no longer be able to lay claim to Kingstead's lands.
I walked through the fire.
You defeated many of the Urukai forces of Bosa's farm and avenged their fallen crofters. With some of their strongest slain, the White Hand forces near Middlemead have been dealt a mighty blow. But have they really? And can they play solitaire?
Well, you do know that these 6 that we killed are the 6 that make or break Helm's Deep.
I mean, 14 dwarves changed the tide, turned the tide in the Battle of the Five Armies.
Yeah, but they had names.
True, hero armor does do a lot. Even if in the entire 3 movies, 2 of them had, one line apiece. It's been a while since we watched those movies. They're fun. But I know you hate them, so I'll stop talking about them. Really? Nothing?
I had a cracker in my mouth.
Ah, okay, fair. Fair.
Because I'm hungry.
Yeah, we did just kind of get up and get to streaming very quickly. But we were on time this morning.
Our mission is
Back
done.
so soon! What word does Eggbloth said? Magla shrinks into a depressed slump as you inform him of Eggbloth's demise and the fate of Bosa's farm. He was the last of my council. What sense have I to continue this fight?
Rohirrim have need of your
My council is gone. Each of them has fallen to disease or blade, and now none remain to dissuade me from the truth. The war is over, Vontu, even though others cannot see this. We merely delay our deaths, and no matter where we choose to hide, the White Hand will find us. My men would sit amongst me here as we talked of strategy and glory. Bah, what glory is there now? If you would travel to my home, I have left keepsakes from each of my men at my bedside. Bring them here, and they can join Eggbloth's horn at my side one last time. He's got a lot of food there.
Talk to him again.
Oh.
Will you aid the Rohirrim?
Why do you pester me with questions of what can be done? Nothing can be done. We had tracked Wormtongue's agent for some time, taking a note of treachery where we found it. Our suspicions always seem to point toward the traitors from Broadacres, Kingstead, and the Stone Deans. They know the roads and knew where the stock would be. All the easier for them to guide the White Hand. I sent Eggbloth to guard the crofters, but the wretch must have caught wind of his whereabouts. I know not why you persist in the absence of hope, but speak to Hidolf and the traitors if you insist on trying to aid us. But remember, Vontu, you know the risks. I say, let him crash! It seemed appropriate.
Quite.
Gosh, that movie's so funny.
It didn't let me jump in the well
Why would you want to?
to see if I could.
Wait. This is his bed? He has a wife and son. Why does he have like a twin-size bed?
I think the queen and king size beds for common folk is a rather recent invention.
He's the Thane. Why does he not have a king-size, or at least a queen, where him and his wife could sleep together?
Also because in winter it really helps you not die.
To have a full? Or twin?
Yeah, you stay warm.
You share body heat in a bigger bed. Don't
Not
you?
really.
Really?
Welcome, my friend.
Welcome back, Vontu. Here to buy, or you're sorting out the Thane's affairs again, are you not? Very well. I'll get you one of these days.
Friend.
Probably not.
May I have a
I'm
moment
cheap.
of your time?
And what is it about playing this game that I always keep yawning? Now then, what is it that Magla wants you to do? Aid us? Surely that cannot be all. Vontu, if you wish to spend more time with us, you had not to do but ask. The traders are more than capable of managing their own affairs, but if you insist on helping, who am I to stop you? Folkbord, Darewald, and Beord are a busy bunch, but call it ill luck if you will. All have been visited with nasty troubles as of late. You can find them at their posts where they so often are, and speak to them at your leisure. Perhaps it is good that you came to aid them then, for who knows what other troubles you might help them avoid.
Greetings.
Hail, Vontu. Hit'll set you to aid me. Curious, you see, all of my goods were sold to a nobleman in the Stone Deans earlier today, and even now they make their journey there. So I have not for you to do here. I believe the route's safe, but if Hidolf thinks it important, perhaps you can guard my stock in its travels. If your steed is swift, I'm certain you shall encounter the cart along the road to the Stone Deans. Ah, so Hidolf has told you of my worries. My apprentice left in a rush this morning and told me he was traveling to Penluck's farm for reasons that were not made known to me. He took the last of my horses and rode out upon the fields. Normally I would not expect him back for some time, but I need him back at my side for our tasks today. If you would, track him down on the fields, but as I'm sure he's still riding along at a slow pace, should he be unable to give you a reason for this senseless journey, send him back here at once by any means. Oh, I will beat him into coming back. Ah, Vontu, there remains another matter for us to discuss. My apprentice's disappearance is quite concerning, but so too was the loss of my stock. When I woke the other morning, they had all gone from my stables. If someone thought this was a cruel prank, I know not, but they must have been spooked for their tracks. For their tracks away from Middlemead appear to have been made in a frenzy. If you would, search the fields to the south. I am sure some haven't traveled far, and it would mean a great deal to me if they returned to my keeping. Greetings, Vontu. Hidolf told me you would be able to help me with my troubles, so thank you for your aid. You see, my family lives in a small homestead southeast of Middlemead, and none of our crops have been coming into the village for a day or two. We have had lapses before, but this one has me worried. I sent my friend Torwolf to check on my family earlier today. If you would, meet him at the homestead and see if you two can figure out what is happening. Well, okay. Wait, we have to go... Oh, yeah, that's right. We have to go turn these into him again.
Yeah, we picked up all his collectibles.
Speaking of collectibles, the Dragonflight Collector's Edition should be arriving sometime soonish, shouldn't it?
I don't know. You're the one with the order in.
I'll have to go check that. But I mean, the Shadowlands one didn't arrive until, like, right at the pre-patch, so... Which sucks. I hate how they do that. Thank you, Vontu. My council has again rallied at my command, but for all your effort, they have nothing left to say. Magla's eyes glaze over as he glares fruitlessly to the chairs at his side. I'm gliding on a T-posed horse.
Nice.
Well, not really T-post horse, but... You see no sign of the cart and should continue your patrol. Stop, 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 stop.
We're being watched.
How many of these traps do I have to disable?
8.
Oh, I
Should have gotten a quest saying, hey, you should disable these traps.
yeah, but you got the first one, so it didn't pop up for me. And then you got the second one. Along the road throughout the surrounding forest west of Middlemead, you have discovered crude traps of Dunlington make. These traps would hamstring even the mightiest of steeds, and could be deadly to any passing warrior of the Rohirrim. If you were to destroy these traps, the people of Middlemead would be protected from such a fate, and the road to the Stone Deans would once again be safe to travel. Can do. Are you cold? I'm kind of cold.
No, I'm fine.
Yeah, but you're an ice queen though, so you enjoy. You're basically Elsa.
Cold never bothered me.
No, 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 no.
You
No.
opened that door.
Yeah, that doesn't mean you had to walk through it.
That's kind of my spousal job.
No, it's not. Not when it comes to Frozen. It's not for multiple reasons that you know of that I'm not going to get into on stream. Gosh, I hate that movie. I mean, visually, it's extremely well done, but I hate that movie.
The music's fun, but I don't know, the story just doesn't quite do it for me.
You discover the majority of the stock intact, but one barrel is suspiciously missing.
Oh, where are you?
Down here. Did you not see the cart?
Is it a quest or just a thing?
Recover barreled stock from the wrecked cart. You have cleared the route of the Dunlending's cool traps and opened a way anew between Kingstead and the Stone Deans. The people of Middlemead are thankful for your aid.
I don't see a quest at this cart.
Really? Did you not grab the quest from the town?
Which quest?
I can't share it. The sold out one.
I have to patrol further down the road.
Oh, really?
I might have missed a trigger point somewhere.
While investigating your wrecked cart on the road to the Stone Deans, you have discovered a barrel emptied of swords. You surmise that the nearby Dunlingdons have armed themselves with stolen weapons. In the interest of Middlemead and Kingstead, you should defeat the Dunlingdons and reclaim the stolen arms. Can do. Although I don't think Nona would appreciate it.
Oh, she's happy to kill evil Dunlendings. Those who serve Saruman.
It's true. Where are you going? Why are you...
I'm trying to trigger that next patrol bit.
I don't know. I came up on the cart and it just was like, hey, do the next bit. You got stuff to look for here.
Oh, here we are. Here we are.
You excited for journeys today?
Yeah.
It's been a while. It's been a few months. Life just keeps getting crazy. Oh boy, I'm lagging. In LOTRO, that never happens.
Me too. And I'm in fighting.
I am too. Alright, well, while I'm lagging, I'm gonna put on a hoodie. For I am cold.
Why would you be cold? Why would you choose to do that?
Now, if I had to wager a guess, it would probably have something to do with the fact that I grew up in the Bay Area and my cold tolerance is very low.
You'll have to just exercise it. Train that muscle.
Nope, I'll just put on a hoodie. You've recovered many swords from the Dunlingdons, depriving the enemies of Rohan their chance to exploit stolen arms against the Rohirrim in battle.
I still need 4 more swords. Assuming this guy drops one. Which he did.
Convenient. Where are you going?
Looking for Dunlendings!
Why are you always leaving me behind?
You left me behind. You're a whole quest ahead of me.
Not really, we're on the same quest. I haven't turned this one in yet. I just got the swords faster than you did.
You started getting the swords before I even had the quest.
And you started getting the traps. I just stumbled into it. You good?
I need 2 more.
2? Aw, okay.
Wonder if I can get that guy.
Which guy? Apparently the answer is yes. Which means you can probably get the other one.
Except now he's out of range. Right now I got swords.
Hey, you're horse to the horse, of course, of course.
And I treed.
Oh, That's right. You did get ahead of me on treeing somehow. I'd forgotten. It's been so long since we played, because life.
Are you disappointed in me?
No, I just don't understand how you got ahead of me, is all.
Magic.
Apparently. Where are we off to now?
Collecting horses.
How do I collect a horse? Because there was one I just walked past.
Is it one of the ones that's part of the quest?
It just said horse. No, that's not how, because we killed the horse
Oh.
along with it.
See, here we are.
Ah, perfect.
You find one like this and you ride it back to town.
We ride it?
Yep.
Well, I'm gonna have to wait for it to respawn.
It's alright.
It's all good. It's not like you can help that. I'm not upset. I have so much bag space now.
Do you
'Cause
feel
I-
glorious?
I do, because I spent like literally just about every single
Of the Rohirrim.
amount of LOTRO coins that I had. That like in just terms of like sheer updates, or in terms of like sheer monthly reward or whatever is what I'm trying to say.
That would be a lot of points.
Yeah, that's why I've got just a massive bag now. Like it was like 5 or 6, or possibly even more, maybe like 8 upgrades on bag slots.
Dang.
Yeah, no, I'm tired of running out of inventory space. This should do me for at least another few weeks. Wait, where's my little like mobile bank thing? Really?
It's in there somewhere.
I don't see it. I see the jug, but the bank's not next to it. But I used it.
It's called Subscriber
Oh,
Town
there.
Services. You can search for it.
Yeah, I found it. I did find it.
It got lost in your fathomless bag.
Call it the Hermione bag. Now,
You're
next
on a
thing
piggy.
I am on a pig because Jingles was getting a little annoying with how loud that bell had gotten.
Has Jingles fallen out of favor?
No, I'm just gonna. They just wanted a little break from the bell. There it is.
Jingles has been dethroned.
Fine, I'll ride Jingles again.
It's really not that big a deal to
If
me.
you
I'm just having fun with
insist.
it.
If thou doth insist, I'll put Jingles back in the rotation. You seem so hurt by it. Where the frick is this dude?
I'm at him right now.
Okay, I still need to find a 4th horse. A little behind you.
I've honestly went and grabbed the same horse like 3 times.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah, it just keeps respawning.
Oh, okay. Of course, now I can't find it.
If you open your map, there's little rings on your map where each one of those horses is.
You see, you're assuming I would do something that logical. I don't know where you're gaining the basis for this assumption, because we've been married for, 5.5 years, and I've never once given you the idea that I am that capable of rational thought.
Why are you half dead?
No, because Dunlingdons and Crabine hate me. No, I don't need that. I need the horse. Alright. Thank you, Vontu. While this is not all of them, it is certainly enough to reopen my shop. Curious, though, that the only ones you could find were Pale of Coat. I wonder what has become of the rest. Oh, they were eaten, I'm sure.
Everyone else was jealous of this dark horse with the red mane and tail.
Yep.
Just hear that jingles jingling.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Oh, another player. Don't know what you're talking about.
You know full well what I'm talking about. The fat man still has 2 holidays he's got to sit and wait through.
Just because I'm using a tune commonly associated with a song of a particular holiday does not mean I was singing a song of a particular holiday.
The fat man's got 2 holidays he's got to sit through. Oh, I apparently am now known as Explorer of Kingstead. Let's see. As you explore the farm, you overhear curious rustling sounds coming from what can only be the haystacks nearby. You should investigate the source of these strange noises and search each of the nearby haystacks to ensure the safety of the people of Middlemead. Sure. Ah, just in time. All has been quiet so far, and I've seen no sign of the Crofters. Strange indeed. Folkbird told me of her concerns, and they seem quite warranted, so let's search the farm. I shall scout the farmhouse, and you should begin by searching the windmill. Perhaps you can get a good look at the surrounding fields from the balcony. Windmill was to crush grain, right?
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
To mill grains into flour.
It's just so much easier to let nature do it. Than have to push it yourself.
No Assassin's Creed allowed here.
Do you have to go to the top to do the scouting?
Yeah, you gotta go to the balcony.
Okay. Okay, this is a good place to look. There we go.
As you face the wall.
Yep. Alright, I need to, you see nothing amidst the swaying crops below. Oh, hello, Dunlingdon Ambusher.
He ambushed you.
He did indeedly. Through your efforts, you've exposed several Dunlingdons hiding amidst the haystacks outside Middlemead. The Dunlingdings cannot talk. Dunlendings cannot be allowed to hold station so close to Middlemead, much less lay claim to any of Rohan's lands. With the Dunlingdons defeated, the people of Middlemead will enjoy a renewed peace of mind. But will they? And can they play solitaire? As you approach the door, you hear voices inside. Uh-oh, have we found the spy? Oh no, captured Crofter. While searching for the homestead outside Middlemead for signs of the enemy, you have encountered crofters held prisoner inside their own home. You should free these crofters to spare them any fate captors might impose upon them.
Why are you bothering me?
Wait, was this the guy that we met?
Which dude?
Was this the one that was like, I'll go into the farmhouse?
I think so.
No. Apparently the Dunlingdons will rule this land once more.
Do you have more crofters to find?
Yeah, I need to rescue 3. Because
One will spawn here.
you took all of them.
I saved them all!
Yeah, before I could even touch a single one of them.
Ooh, look at the painting they have on the wall.
It looks like Arthas. Who's that supposed to be?
Rohirrim dude. Number 2?
Yeah, so like I said, it looks like Arthas. Okay.
Except for Arthas has a hammer, not a sword and a shield.
Okay, Arthas with the sword and shield then. Okay, well I rescued 1.
There'll be 2 upstairs, 1 downstairs.
You have rescued the crofters from a grim fate at the hands of the Dunlingdons. Dunlendings. With these threats quelled, the homestead can now begin its harvest anew. I can match.
Ta-da!
I'm riding a Moosin too.
Ooh, we should see what mounts are available as part of the Harvest Festival.
I'm not going through that haunted house again.
But you could.
I could. I could also shove shards of glass in my eyes. I'm not going to do that either.
The Haunted Festival's at least fun. That doesn't sound very fun.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
Hi, Uruk-hai warrior.
Did he dismount you?
No. But he got a little lightning bolt above his head, which meant he wanted to kill me.
I mean, what doesn't want to kill you in these lands?
Those walnut branches.
Oh no, even those want to kill you. This is like Australia, where literally everything's trying to kill you. Wait, okay. Aside of blood-soaked Uruk, you discover Dareworld's apprentice and slain horses of a pale coat. Waste my time. Only 3 and none of them dark. What a worthless lot. The Uruk does not appear to notice you as he mumbles to himself, but suddenly his head jerks up as he glares at you. And you, what is this you're doing? You said there'd be more. He said there'd be more. The Uruk notes your confusion. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Defeated. So he was going off to sell the horses then.
Seems that way.
Well, what a traitor.
He thought he was a traitor, and then he turned into a traitor.
Something like that.
I just rubber banded forward. How does one do that?
I don't know. A traitorous traitor? A traitorous traitor? Ugh, I cannot talk this morning. And I think I do voiceover stuff professionally on the side.
But you have warm-up exercises.
This is true. I also haven't been... I haven't done a voiceover job in like a year. I've been so busy with everything else with Val. Oh, apparently the meeting with Pico went extremely well. But I can tell you about that more off stream.
Yep.
What business have you with
And here I was about to reprimand the boy for being slow to return. Such a loss. I'm unsettled by the Uruk's words, Vontu. From the sound of it, he was sent to merely feed my stock into the enemy's hands, knowingly or not. This was no errand of mine, and I fear the man who would have arranged such sinister dealings. Hey, my horse stood a horse, of course, of course.
And you treed.
Actually, no, I don't think my horse stood a horse, of course, of course. I think I just treed.
That was just you. You did a horse, of course, of course.
No, I did not do a horse, of course, of course. I just treed. Okay, so what do we do now?
We'll talk to the lady about the farmstead.
Oh. Yes, of course. That's the natural thing I should do.
What brings you to these
What?
lands?
Impossible! He's been a trusted friend of my family for years. Why would he attack you? I assure you this was not my doing, Vontu. You must believe me. All that matters to me is my family is safe. What has become of Rohan? Well, a lot, apparently.
welcome?
Vontu, I did not
old
expect to see you, and so soon. I trust you did not have too much trouble aiding them. You tell Hilolf of the numerous grim events of the day and the strength of the enemy nearby. Ah, tragic, but all too common these days. You are awfully lucky to have escaped such a fate. Now then, Magla must be missing you. Off you go. I do not trust this guy. There is something not right about him.
He seems sketchy.
Well, he kind of seems like the obligatory stereotypical dissenting Republican in like some disaster movie, like ulterior motive and all that.
Mm-hmm.
You were away for some time, Vontu. I had begun to think you would not return. You tell Magla of your dealings with the traders in Hidolf. You encountered many dangers, but outlasted them all. Your skill is unquestionable, but I am curious why Hidolf would be so quick to send you away. He's never been one to be flustered by the chance happenings of a day, for better or worse. And all of these suspicious dealings with the apprentice, missing horses, and failed shipments. Something is afoot here, Vontu. We shall start with Hidolf. Bring him here, and we shall see what he has to say on these matters.
Where were you going?
Where are any of us going, really, when you think about it in the grand scheme of things?
Gasp.
He's nowhere to be found. I called it! Much to your dismay, Hidolf is nowhere to be found. I called it.
Much to your dismay, but not to your surprise.
Nope. Hidolf's gone, is he not? I thought as much from what you told me before, Vontu. For my part, I sent a few guards to his home as soon as you left, and they informed me that his home has been torn asunder as if he departed with great haste. Among his keepings, they found the shredded remains of a note signed by Wormtongue. I believe we have found our traitor, Vontu. Called it. I 100% called that. Hey, now my horse did a horse, of course, of course. It was Hildolf. I should have known it. I should have known with how our resources dwindled these past few weeks. The wretch intended to starve us out by feeding our goods into the hands of the enemy, but fie on such underhanded dealings. Let him run, and while he gathers his wits, my people will make for Edoras. Vontu, One matter remains before I can send my people away. I wish for you to bring my wife and son to my side here in this hall. I must speak to them before time is too late. You can find them in my home, but please be swift. I'm right here.
I was waiting for you.
I know, and that's why I said I'm right here. I appreciate it. I'm gliding like if I were a priest in WoW.
Ooh, you discovered levitation?
Apparently. My husband wishes to see us in the hall, you say. Very well. Silka and I will make our way there as soon as we are able, but I would ask that you aid me with something first. My husband cannot wield a blade as he once did, and it has troubled him greatly to sit idly as battles are fought and won. Silka is nearly of age, and I would have him take up Magla's sword so his legacy as a warrior might begin anew. The sword is upstairs in our room, and though Magla enjoys not to look upon it, you will find it there.
Look at this child. This child is almost of age.
Yep, apparently. To start learning, I guess.
No, front lines, Helm's Deep.
I mean, probably.
Most have seen too many winters.
You gotta give it to the kid.
Greetings, friend of the
Mother says I
court.
can have his sword. Seoka takes the blade and turns it, watching the reflections change with a fascinated look on his face. I must your father. I want to defend Rohan for him just like he did for me. Wow, that is not a kid at all. I don't even know what I was doing there.
Mostly just high pitched. What's this quest?
There is a quest? I passed the wizard Gandalf upon the road not long ago, and he mentioned that he wishes to speak with you. The king is in the Westfold at Helm's Deep. He braces for war. Will you ride to him? Gandalf is apparently searching high and low for Erkenbrand, Elfhelm, Grimbold, and all their company. He needs your help.
Take it, but we're not doing it for a while.
Okay.
We're not going to the Westfold yet. It's got to have more time to burn. Even though technically I think we do everything in all of this zone in the next 24 hours in universe.
Oh, really?
Maybe 48.
Magla's stony gaze betrays a great deal of unease. Vontu, if you would, please ready the wagons. Time grows short for my people to travel to Edoras, and I would not wish them to be here any longer than they need be. Leave me here. I must speak to my family alone before they join the others.
Well, I mean, we're going to be there for the Battle of Helm's Deep. And that was like... I think there was one night in between... No, maybe not even one whole night between when Theoden left Helm's Deep and when they got to left Edoras and got to Helm's Deep.
I didn't realize it was that close.
I think there might have been one night where they camped briefly.
I seem to recall that. I seem like when we were listening to the book on Sunday, talking about, you know, like let the men sleep for rested a few hours or something, and then they immediately made way.
And then they ran into people who were like, go to Helm's Deep, there's a massive army coming.
Yep.
Yeah, and so we're going to do this whole expansion in that time.
Cool.
Our horses are clearly better than Shadowfax ever was.
Shadowfax doesn't jingle. Or have presents on the side. Because he doesn't have a saddle. For some reason that reminds me, I gotta get caught up on Andor. I don't know why that reminds me, but it reminds me.
I don't know. You were reminded, though.
They have gone, Vontu. As you readied the wagons, my guards rallied the people. Now they can leave with a glimmer of hope that brighter days lie ahead. They shall set out immediately, but you and I have one last matter to discuss. The people are safe, Vontu, and that is all that matters. Let them have their hope. I have known this war to be over for some time, but to speak truthfully, I see not the hope that others do. You and I are the last of Middlemead, and should you wish to live, I would suggest you flee to Edoras as well. I was born in this town, grew to lead it. I will die in this town, and I swear, arm or not, I will die a warrior. Come, let us have a drink.
Having seen his people ride to safety at Edoras, Thane Magla awaits death in his mead hall as the White Hand prepares to raise Middlemead.
Come, Vontu, drink with me. As I see it, the war has long been over. To send my people away was not a gesture of salvation. Instead, I sought to grant them hope in the fleeting days of Rohan. To grant them hope that there still remained a place to run. I wager the White Hand will be here before long. And here shall they find me. Fine drinks and an end to my suffering. Was it not a good death? Not really. No? What hope do you see then? Strength and hope from such unlikely places, but I'm not a warrior anymore. I'm not a warrior. Not anymore.
You've got to focus him.
Oh.
You're challenging the heavens.
Perhaps you were right, Vontu. To die skulking in a hall is a sorry end for a warrior. My life is owed to my family, my people in Rohan. It is not mine to toss aside.
We're just screaming at him.
Dude, request slow down. A din rising outside the mead hall signals the arrival of the White Hand. And let us meet them and see if we cannot escape to Edoras. Oh, we're silly.
The game told us to scream at him, man.
Yep. Alas for Middlemead. Look what the White Hand has done already. We must move swiftly if we are to escape with our lives. It is worse than I feared, Vontu. They have set flame to Middlemead.
What brings you to these
See, I would have put the sword on the remaining arm.
Yeah. Oh, he's only got one arm?
Yes, that's been the point.
Ow. I've honestly not paid attention to that.
Yeah, that's his injury. That's why he's despairing. That's why he's no longer a warrior.
Now, we must reach the Trader's Pavilion. Oh, I knew it. I knew Hidolf would be back. Alright, I knew it was him this whole time. And I figured he would be back at some point. Hail, Magla! How dare you show your face here again? Fear not, it saddens me to see my home burn as well. Yet I find knowing what treasures await me lessens the blow. Hidolf, look what you have done! You would have starved us all, and left us defenseless. You speak true, but ever the wise warrior, I knew you had eyes everywhere. Regrettably, Vontu was a problem I could not solve, unlike Egbalth. And to taunt me with the death of my closest kinsman. No fate is too cruel for you. We shall see, Magla. I find the White Hand mightier than the lot of you. The war is over, Magla. You said it yourself. What my riches?
My cabbages!
Nay, these are your just rewards. Enough of that wretch. Come, we must find the horses and escape. Here they come again. Well, yes, they do. Ah, good fortune at last. I see steeds ahead. Run, Vontu, we must flee before they can overwhelm us.
What brings you
We
to
must
this
flee,
land?
Vontu. Let us ride to Edoras and rejoin with the others. Yes, let us do that.
I need your help.
You have
my
done well to
friend.
rescue Magla from the White Hand. His people made it here safely, and I am glad you have as well. He is nothing short of a brilliant tactician, and though he may no longer be a warrior as he once was, he can still aid our people far more than he believes. Thank you, Vontu. Now, did he lose his arm because he had, like, a signal of the Fade?
He's not the Inquisitor.
I mean, I'm just throwing that out there. Okay, is it possible?
No.
I have need
The
of
time
your
has come,
aid.
Vontu. Kingstead faces harsh times, and Dunharrow remains the only place to keep my people from the White Hand and their savagery. Through our labors, the people of Kingstead stand ready to journey to Dunharrow. We shall travel south through the Harrowdale and climb the stair of the hold to Dunharrow. It is there we shall join my men at the camp they have prepared and wait for word from Theoden King. You have done well to prepare my people, and I am confident the path south will be free of danger through your efforts. When I am certain that my people and I are ready, we shall begin the journey. Okay, so what do we do now?
I'm looking. Give me a second.
Do we just stand here and admire the view? Man, they got a lot
We
of
must
open
complete
space.
the quests. Edoras in need of cheering up Book 12, Chapter 5, and Book 12, Chapter 6 before they can depart. So we're on Chapter 3. So we've got a little bit to go still.
Oh, my quest tracker is full.
Your quest tracker or your quest log?
Quest tracker. Hold on a second. I gotta. If we're not going to Westfold just yet, I can take the Gandalf one off.
We are going to go to the Broadacres. That's where we're going next.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so I still have the, look for danger on the road to Alberg and then go to the Stone Deans.
Yeah, we'll do those as well.
Well, okay then. Although hey look, it's the house that I never get to have. Those two brothers constantly fighting outside of it, like Zax from Dr. Seuss.
Is that the butter up or butter down people?
I don't know. It's the one where, like, all I remember is, like, a north-facing Zax and a south-facing Zax just stood there arguing. Both of them refused to move, and the world was built around them.
I don't recall that one. I recall one where there was, like, I don't remember what Dr. Seuss name they had, but something like one group thought that you had to butter your bread on the top, and the other group thought you had to butter your bread on the bottom, and they were inconsolable about this.
Yeah, that's not ringing a bell.
Time to run.
So Family Guy on the last episode on Sunday did ended the episode with Peter and Lois role-playing Dr. Seuss in bed. And the narrator started describing their activity in very Seussical terms, and I'm just like, what the frick is this?
That sounds very jarring.
It was a little bit, but at the same time, it was really funny. I might have to show it to you. What was that? I'm not hearing you on Discord. Oh crap! No, junk. Did I lose sound? Dang it! I lost. I lost sound again. Great. I hate how my computer just does this. I don't know why it does this, and it drives me insane. No, I mean, like, it's still picking me up, but I hear nothing, no sound at all from my computer right now. Dang it, 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 dang it. I hate when it does this. And it hasn't done it in a while. I just need to get a new computer. Badly. Alright, well, as soon as we get to town, I will see if I can fix that. Well, actually, I wonder if maybe I can do it right now. Phones apparently froze the game. Oh, there we go. Are we back? Yep, there we go. Okay. Can you hear me?
I keep trying.
Can you hear me?
Try again.
Yes? No?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay. I don't know why it does that, but it drives me insane. Okay. We got a little separated.
That's because when your game froze, you didn't.
Oh, I figured.
You just kept running into the void.
And now I'm stuck.
Lagging.
It's lagging bad. Wow, it is really lagging bad. Like, almost unplayably bad.
It'll catch up. We'll just end up killing every mounted Uruk in 20 miles.
I mean, I wouldn't complain. Alright, well, at least the sound issue was resolved.
And that was pretty simple of a fix.
Yeah. I do probably need to get a new computer, though, at this point. I mean, Joel did tell me this one would last about 10 years. And that
10
was
years ago.
10 years ago, and we've replaced most of the parts, a good number of the parts in it at this point. I'd like to get a MOBO, though, that could support, like, 2 video cards. Like, I think that would be really cool. Do you agree?
That'd be cool, yeah.
Just the sheer graphical processing power. Oh my gosh. I could play Arc at the highest settings and not have any... It could just handle it like a breeze.
It would still have issues.
Probably.
It's Arc.
It's Arc. That game is so poorly optimized. I mean, it's a blast. I love that game. I've had just no shortage of fun with it, but it is so terribly optimized. I do kind of want to get into the new map. Do you?
I'm still pretty good on Ark, but I mean, if you want to play, play.
I might. We'll see.
Just come up for air every now and then.
We shall see. Because when we were doing Lotro and Ark, we were actually we had a decent following with the Ark stuff. And then life.
It affects us all.
And then these days, it's like I get off of work and I'm just like, I am too wiped to even consider streaming after work. It's alright. I've got a better job than I could ever have hoped for anyway. When my boss drives me insane, but I do absolutely love my job. Most of the time. Well met, friend. We have need for a runekeeper such as you.
The Rohirrim will need
I confess that I find it a joy to see strangers journeying through our lands. As you can see, Stoke is in dire need of assistance. You should speak at once with Fritheld, our reeve, no doubt. She will welcome you as a friend. Fritheld is likely in council with her captains of the mead hall. You should go there at once.
Watch us walk in and she's like, "Get out!" And she throws a cup at us.
See, I was thinking she'd throw like a poodle at us and it would like shatter when it hit the wall. Wait, where are you? Why are you not coming inside?
Because it's a really pretty morning.
Oh, are you taking a picture
Yeah.
for your Instagram? How many followers are you up to on that now?
Oh, like 130. Not hardly any.
No. Our cat has like 7 times more. Maybe 6.
I'm afraid of what is happening to these lands.
Still, for video game photography, it's not bad, and it's actually kind of funny that that is a legitimate thing.
Games are pretty.
Games are pretty. It's crazy to think about like can you imagine if that got big enough that you actually started making money on that, and people ask what you did, and you're just like, oh, I'm a video game photographer.
I get on games, and if they're on Steam, I sit there and hit F12. A lot.
Like, that's a legitimate profession.
Is it actually a profession?
I'm sure. Well, I mean, companies want their games to be highlighted. They want the best stills they can get. So,
Look, there's a hobbit.
yeah, named Rivera, who's 140 and a minstrel. You've come at an opportune time, stranger. It grieves me that I cannot yet send aid to Theoden King. I am a loyal subject, but I must consider my own people first. We have been under assault by warg riders for days. The grazing lands of west of Stoke burn, and our town is overcrowded with refugees and livestock. If we can break this siege, there will be nothing to stop me from going to my king's aid. Please, secure the gates of the town while I consider the best course of action. You can find wooden planks throughout the town. Gather them and take them to the gates and repair the damaged barricades.
Are you jingling?
Hmm? I felt like it made more sense to mount to get over to these places we needed to go.
What?
Seems like an odd place for a barricade.
That's just a fence.
But she said repair the barricades.
We're picking up the planks right now.
Oh, okay, that makes more sense. For
Just
some reason, I thought we were, repairing barricades in my mind. I know I just literally read it, and I guess I just didn't process it. I am, I swear I read English and do math good.
It's all good. The job gets done either way.
Yep. So you excited to wait another 3 years for the next Rings of Power season?
Eh,
Is that
I'm
how long
pretty
it took?
ambivalent.
Is that how long production took?
Maybe next season's gonna be a $2 billion season.
It very well could be. I mean, they have that kind of money.
They're trying wooden spikes to drive back the horde. Those are only minorly effective.
Yeah, they can work. They work in 7 days pretty well.
They break really fast.
Not the log spikes.
Those weren't log spikes. They're
The,
wooden
the
spikes.
big, thick beams?
Yeah, I know what a log spike is in 7 days. But we're making wooden spikes.
Yeah, they do well enough. I do hate that you have to cheat those in now at this point that they took them out of the game, and it's just like, why? You disable them on like PvP servers. There's no need to take them out of the game for everyone. But they did anyway.
Will you help my people?
Oh, Vantu, you have returned. I believe I know what must be done, though I dare say I'm concerned that it may not be possible.
There is work to be done here.
Vantu, I know what needs to be done, but I confess that I hesitate to do so. If we are to send aid to Theoden King, we must first break the siege upon Stoke. But to do that, we must muster the Thanes of the Broadacres, and I have no doubt that they too face the threat of assault. Nevertheless, it must be done. Speak with Grimmar, and he will provide you with signets to take to my thanes. Each signet bears the crest of their households, and they will know what it means. They will know that it means we are in dire need of aid. Not far to the northeast lies Osserley, where dwells Ordlac. It is settled on an embankment leading down to the Entwash. So many. Gosh dang it! Frick! Stop!
There is work to be
There we
done
go.
here.
What's going on?
Oh, they kept zooming out instead of scrolling down. So many there may not have seen the smoke of the fires here. Ordlac is a pleasant fellow and likely will be the most ready to join our cause. You should go to him first.
Will you aid
So Reeve Fritheld has decided to summon the Thanes. I recommended that she do so days ago, but I understand her concerns. It may well be that Ordlac and Tordag will be unable to come in time. Nevertheless, there are the signets of Orsolay and Torsbury. Fritheld told you of Ordlac, but not Tordag. The Thane of Torsbury is brave and a mighty warrior. But he is not the most clever man. It took much for him to accept Frithald, a woman, as Reeve when her husband perished. But since he broke his nose in a brawl, he has been a faithful retainer. She broke his nose in a brawl, he's been a faithful retainer. Many fortunes smile upon you as you deliver these tokens. Go to Orsley first. So who do we go to first?
We're going to Osserley or whatever first.
Osserley. Oh yeah, not Orsley. Duh. Bless you.
Thank you.
Bless you, bless you.
Though, if you look at the map, it doesn't give you much hope for Torsbury.
Nope. But we've seen worse.
Torsbury is only mostly dead.
Gosh, you would.
It's a really good movie.
I'm not saying it's not, I'm just saying you would. Are you getting on your war steed?
I am on my war steed. I'm already a quarter mile out of town.
Okay, give me a minute. Or not, you're already well on your way out. I'll just follow you the green on the minimap.
The road also works.
Or that.
No, it's not so much a road as a path.
Not so much a path as a track. And see, now we're on this road that's not really a path, that's more like a track. Oh, come on, you know what I'm quoting.
I started the quote.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. Don't judge me.
Slight judging.
Don't judge me, woman!
I do not know if we will survive this onslaught.
Okay, who are we looking for?
We're going into the meat hall.
I love how that's like the seat of government, where everyone gets drunk.
Will you aid the horse lords?
Greetings, stranger. What news from beyond? What? Stoke is under siege? Aye, you must speak with Thane Ordlac at once. You have leave to enter the meat hall. I doubt you could have stopped me otherwise, if I'd wanted to go.
Greetings.
Welcome, stranger from afar. It is seldom that we greet travelers, even from other parts of Rohan. May I offer you some wine or ale? Indeed, I was about to sit down to a meal. Would you join me? What is this? Ah, I did not think I would see this signet in my lifetime. My father granted it to Edmar, Frithal's husband, to use in the event Stoke needed our aid. Tell me what has transpired that would bring Frithal to such a need.
Hail, friend. May I have a
It is
moment
amazing
of
how
your
we can be
time?
so sheltered from the devastation that has befallen our riding. But as I told you, we seldom receive travelers here. Of course, we will begin to muster our meager garrison at once. If we are to do so, we will need help ourselves, quelling some small disturbances that have come our way. What with our fighting men being distracted from their duties here. Speak with my chief captain, Dudsig, near the stables. He will know what needs to be done. Do not be put off with his appearance. He is from the Stone Deans, where many have the misfortune to have some part of the wild Dunlington blood mixed in with that of the Mark.
This guy doesn't get a big fire in his place.
Must be really cold in here.
I'm getting loading screen music.
Cool.
Will you aid the horse lords?
You are not from here, that much is clear. You say that Thane Ordlac has requested you aid us with our troubles? What troubles do you speak of? Ah, Stoke is under siege, and Ordlac rallies to Frithal's aid. Then, indeed, I have a task for you. We have had some small troubles with brigands here, mainly poor folk from the Stone Deans, I think, in search of food. But they have become dangerous. These wayfarers have stolen food and other goods from the people of Osserley. Perhaps you could reclaim these things. They have been encamped in the western fields at sundry times.
Those look like goblins.
Yep. You discovered a note on the body of one of the brigands. Have I really? I don't see it in my inventory.
And the quest says, bring the note back.
Yeah, I see it now. I see that on the quest. These men count as Dunlingdings. Why can I not talk this morning?
Gotta do your warm-up exercises.
I guess. By the way, we should probably call it in like a half hour or so that I can, shower and you have time to make Muddy Buddies and whatnot before we go today to Journeys today.
I know not what this Muddy Buddy thing is.
You know full well what Muddy Buddies is. You are not some unwashed, unbaptized, uncircumcised Gentile. You just choose to be. With your pronunciation of them as puppy chow and things like soda as pop. Remote quest, what is this? Bring the note you found to Dudsig and Osserly. Okay. That was a new notification, but whatever. I can handle it.
Oh, I have a friend.
You do have a friend.
He's stuck.
I don't think you're complaining.
Our mission is dire.
What is this? There are few who can read among the people of the Mark, especially among my folk. It is strange that one such as these robbers would bear such a thing. I do not like the tenor of this message. As you might have presumed already, these seem to be orders directing these brigands to stir trouble among us. Look here, it is signed with an S. Could this be the work of Saruman? This is dire news if Saruman seeks to undermine our people. You should take this note to Thane Ordlac. He will wish to know what has transpired. He is young, but he is wise. You returned. I was uncertain that you truly cared about the people of our village. I'm glad that I was wrong. Take this reward for your efforts. Oh, goody. Thank you.
Are you not happy with your reward of Westamnet iron coins?
I mean, I feel like there could have been better things awarded, but I'll take it.
Always have to love reputation vendor currency.
Oh, yeah. Dudsig sent you with this note. Let us take a look at it. It appears, my friend, that we have a traitor among us. This note implies that one of my retainers may be in league with Saruman. If indeed one of my retainers is a traitor, this could bode ill for any effort we make to bring aid to Stoke. I will continue my muster, but I must ask you to investigate this villainy. If you would, speak with Senolf, one of my most trusted lieutenants. I have need of Dudsig's assistance, but Senolf can guide you during your investigation. You may find him near the mill here in Osserly. I can't jump. It's not registering. There we go. And this game is buggy sometimes.
See, I just did a ton of jumping.
Well, I was, and then all of a sudden it just stopped registering the spacebar. Dudsig told me of the assistance you have already wrought. I will welcome your aid now and grant you any information you need to find the traitor in our midst. If it is true that the orders were given by Saruman the White, then it may be that you can find more information among the half-orc scouts who harry our lands. They ride hither and thither among the plains to the west. Wait, are you in a war? That's not your war steed, is it?
No. But feel free to ride yours. I can't leave you behind.
This is true. Though, knowing you, you would find a way. If anyone would.
Just find a way. Just be like, cut and run. Or I just teleport away.
Or you could do that. You could teleport anywhere in the world.
One of these days we might have to try something like that where I teleport somewhere and it's like, come find me.
No. Half-orcs are not the only servants of Saruman riding through the fields of the Broadacres. Goblin skirmishers ravage the landscape, burning the grazing lands. You should defeat the goblin skirmishers who scout the plains near Osserly. Yeah, see, the thing is, I would not know where all the paths I'd have to take.
See, you'd have to figure it out. It would be an adventure.
The leaders of the half-orcs near Osserly are particularly dangerous, attacking without hesitance any who cross their paths. You should defeat the leaders of the half-orcs near Osserly, hopefully sending their scouts into chaos. Oh, I apparently tagged a friend.
Are you killing the deer?
Nope, I'm defeating a goblin.
Well, I'm killing a deer.
Why would you do that? I think... Yeah, why would you do that?
Because it was a red dot on my minimap, so I tabbed over to it.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I do that all the time, and you know that.
Well, we gotta eat.
Yep.
Are you killing dudes? Oh, you're here with me.
Yeah, I'm right here. I just caught up to you. Yeah, I still need one more goblin, 2 more half-orcs.
No, I need 2 more goblins.
Really? I thought you would be ahead of me, because I didn't think that first goblin counted for me for some reason. I saw that it was still, like, 0. I'm like, normally you get that first one, but... Oh, whoops. Tagged the doe.
We're eating well tonight.
So it would seem. Okay. Well, that's all the goblins and half-orcs for me, so...
We gotta find the fingers.
Yeah. Like, I thought we had something else in this area.
Here's one of them.
You got another ominous note upon the corpse of one of the leaders.
Oh, here's the other one.
I thought there were 3 for some reason. I guess there's only 2.
I got dismounted.
It's okay, we got him.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, we'll lead kindly light.
One of these days, you should be the one to lead.
Nope, you know this stuff better than I do. That's why it's LOTRO lore for dummies. For I am the dummy here. You know this a lot better than I do.
At this point, I would assume you could read a map.
And you could assume whatever you'd want. You would probably be wrong. I still struggle with reading the maps here. And we've been doing this for, you know, what? almost 2 years at this point. It'll be 2 years in February. You are mighty indeed to have faced and defeated the leaders of the half-orcs. Is there nothing you fear? You found a note upon one of the creatures. Let me see it. This is not good. Not good at all. You should bring this note to Thane Ordlac at once. It contains information that he must see. Do not delay. I confess to surprise that you still live, for the foul half-orcs are not without skill. Nevertheless, you have done some good in the Broadacres, even if you found naught upon their remains to implicate the traitor. I should say well done and offer you a reward. You should, but that's... You don't. You give me kind of a... Just give me rep coins.
And money.
And a little money, I guess, yeah.
Better than a green you're just going to throw away.
I guess, fair enough. I wouldn't just throw it away, I would sell it.
Like, here is an heirloom of my house. It's been in our family for 17 generations. And then they hand you a green, and they're like, I entrust it unto you.
It's like that epic NPC man bit where it's like, you know, sentimental quest rewards or whatever.
Welcome and well met, my friend.
Something like that.
Greetings, Vontu. How goes your hunt? You found another note. Let me see it. Ah, these brutes think to murder my wife within my very home. These half-orcs were careless indeed to be carrying these orders upon their persons. Well, we shall take advantage of this to be sure. Ah, these oafs dare to consider the murder of my wife, and in my own home no less? Well, we shall have to make them rue their impudence. Speak with Dudsig. He shall give you the key to my home. Go to Lufa and stay with her. When the villains come to perform their heinous act, you shall dispatch them. Nay, do not look at me so. Lufa is the daughter of Gisling and my granddaughter of Gisil, Thane of Garsfeld. My marriage to her sealed the alliance between our houses. How do you think it would look if I were to let her perish at the hands of ruffians? Nay, I doubt not your talents, my friend. You left me behind again.
I'm just right outside the door.
Why do you always do this?
Because I get antsy.
I can relate.
Oh, I almost landed on top of that.
Are you you have to try now, don't you? Okay. Did you get your screenshot?
Yes. Am I being judged?
Did you say yes? Like no and yes at the same time?
It wasn't as good as I hoped it would be.
Indeed, I have the key, and here it is. It is a brilliant plan, I think, that my Thane has considered. How best to deal with the situation than to have you confront the villains in his own house, where you may better protect Lady Lufa. Thane Ordlac's home is just up the road leading to the mead hall, if you have not already taken note of it.
It's literally the next house.
Convenient.
Time is
Who
short.
are you? Ah, my husband sent you. Is he afraid that his trophy might be lost? Please, do not mind my words. They are born of sorrow. I should be glad of some company.
Shadows lie along our path. We must seek
Your
to
horse did a horse,
discover
of course,
all
of course,
paths.
again?
I guess.
I've not gotten one today. You wonder why I grieve so. I am recently wed to Thane Ordlac, but here I have not found love. Alas, I must call his home mine, yet I do not recall that he has ever come to this house since we were married. Truly, even he did show his love to me. I do not think I could be consoled, for my heart does not care for him as it should. Would you bring me a cup of wine from the table? If you are willing to hear my tale, then I shall need the refreshment to soothe my thirst. Ordlac visited Garsfeld often in the past, ingratiating himself with my grandfather Gisil. The truth hurts, Lufa says. Oh. One day, not long before the orcs began openly roaming the mark, he came professing... Gosh dang it, stop! I hate this. I hate how fast these scroll through.
Read out of the text, the chat box.
That's the thing, it keeps bumping it up. I can't keep up. One day, long before the orcs openly began, he came professing his love for me and asking for my hand in marriage. My father Gisling believed that Ordlac was sincere and saw in our union the opportunity for alliance against the orcs. He granted Ordlac my hand. What my father did not understand is that my heart already belonged to Tortheth, son of Thane Tordag of Torsbury. I begged father not to require me to wed Ordlac, but it was to no avail. He told me that I was young, and that I would learn to love the Thane as he loved me. Alas, since I came to this place, Orlek has put me aside with seeming indifference, like a trophy for the wall. I do not recall him even visiting this home that is supposed to be ours. How can I learn to love a man who has rent my heart from my breast and left me a lonely and hollow shell of a woman? The worst part is that Torfeth believes that I married Orlek willingly. When he learned of our marriage, he was angered, believing I'd betrayed him. There have been moments when I felt I would rather die than continue in this miserable life.
The
Wow.
Durlandings rally to the banner of
Thank
the
you.
White
You have shown me a
Hand.
kindness. If you wish to know why I grieve as the wife of such a young and handsome Thane, it is because my heart belongs to another. I'm only wed to Ordlek because... Okay. Yeah, okay, so we're repeating the same story.
Does she need a rock?
Oh, maybe. I'm just bored.
You could dance.
I could dance. You know, I could rob the nearest mailman with a fake gun. Though you have no idea what I'm referencing there.
You say that all the time.
And yet, do you know what it's
I
from?
hope we will find aid in time.
Is it an animated show
Nope.
targeted at adults?
Nope. See, like I said, you have no idea what I'm referencing. Now, do you understand why I grieve? I will abide by my father's wishes, for I love him and would not be dishonest, even for my own sake, but I begin to feel like I will become old from sorrow and loneliness before my time. I do have one request to ask of you, though. If you would continue Torsbury as you say you must, would you bring this, my favor, to Torfeth? He thinks me unfaithful, and I wish him to know that my heart still belongs to him, even though we may never fulfill our heart's desires.
We stride into a danger that we cannot hope to overcome.
Do you think it true that the enemy shall attempt to take my life tonight? It would be good to know that you will remain with me then. Will you stay and guard the door? Sure, why not?
Brigands out of the Stone Deans plot to murder Lady Lufa, the young wife of Thane Ordlock. The Thane has devised a plan
Wow,
of his
okay,
own.
I jumped in
It appears
right
he
right on
wishes to
time.
use his wife as bait for the trap.
Time
What
is
happened? Did the
short,
brigands he tried to
and
kill
so
me?
is hope.
Aye, I am unharmed. Is that all of them? Are there any hiding in the shadows? You saved my life. How may I repay you?
You've saved our life. We're eternally grateful.
Galaxy Quest? What are you referencing?
Toy Story?
Okay, I thought that sounded like the alien people in Galaxy Quest for a second there.
No, it's the little aliens from Toy Story.
I cannot thank you enough, Fontu. Had you not come, I would have certainly perished. I cannot thank you enough. If you had not come, I would have certainly perished. Perhaps I misjudged Ordlac. I did not think him capable of caring for anyone other than himself, and even less capable of truly loving anyone, including himself. But perhaps I was wrong. Why would he send someone so bold and valiant to protect me if he did not have some spark of compassion within him? I do not believe I ever will love him, but perhaps there is hope that my grief and loneliness may be lessened in the days to come. Return now to Dudsig and let him know that you have done your duty. The brigands are vanquished and I am safe. You want to see that dagger as well, I think.
You saved their lives? Oh, my hero. Let's adopt them. That's what I'm quoting.
Ah, 2. Toy Story 2. I'm like, which one is that? What? Oh, you startled me. I thought I had seen a spirit. The brigands have been put down and Lady Lufa is safe. Well, that is well, for if she had perished, we would likely have seen war with Garsfeld. Now, let us see that dagger.
Our success depends
This
upon
poison
our
upon the
strength.
blade of this dagger is secreted by the slugs that dwell in the marshes to the east. It is quite deadly and must be collected with much care. Perhaps that is where the leader of these brigands skulks. If so, he should be dealt with. Perhaps if you are able to dispatch him, his followers will return to the Stone Deans and leave us in peace. Can do.
Oh, the Crabine have a quest for us.
That is not surprising.
Or the Marsh Crows.
We are now Hemnet Nessing wearing it up. Men and marsh crows from the Woodfen have crossed the Entwash onto the marshes east of Osterley, attacking everything they see. You should drive off the Drog man and marsh crows from the marshes. I'm excited to see what Hemnet Nessingwary gets to do in Dragonlance, or in Dragonflight, seeing as how, we've done nothing with him in Shadowlands. While you're hunting for the leader of the brigands, you might assist the people of Osterley by clearing the poisonous slugs out of the marshes.
Slugs, your favorite enemies.
Oh gosh, I hated those slugs. Where was that? What
Dunland.
Dunland? Those stupid exploding slugs. I died so many times that day. And that was just earlier this year too, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was like 6 months ago, but
Wow, it does not feel like it was just even that recently. I mean, we were out of Moria by the end of last year, right?
I think we were out of Moria about this time last year, actually.
Okay, yeah, that seems about right.
So maybe it was almost a year ago that you were getting killed by slugs.
Yeah.
Because we've spent a long time in Rohan because we keep skipping weeks.
Life.
I
Life
know.
just keeps happening. Is this the leader? I have been waiting for you, friend of the Forgoyle, and you're just gonna stand at your fire?
He actually wanted to talk to us. He's a good guy. We just murdered him in cold blood.
I have a feeling that's exactly the opposite of what has happened.
The Dark Brotherhood will be recruiting us soon because clearly we're very good at murder.
And I will be killing Astrid. As much as I know you love the Dark Brotherhood quest, I refuse. I am not an assassin.
But it's so much fun.
Yeah, it ain't for me.
Do you do the Thieves Guild?
If I get around to it. Generally, I'm not the thievery type, though. You know this. I take the Barbosa approach. People are easy to search when they're dead. And then I just murder everything in sight.
Sounds like you are an assassin to me.
No, I'm not an assassin. I kill the people that try to kill me. Whether or not it's justified that they're trying to kill me is irrelevant. We just have two very different playstyles. There's a reason why in Fallout I'm in power armor and you tend to not be.
Nope. Gotta be sneaky.
Yep. I gotta be, beefy. Okay, we still need 3 more marsh slugs, is that right?
Yep.
2 more, I guess, after this guy.
They kind of blend in with the grasses.
They do. Yeah, the combat music just like barely has a chance to start and we're already done. I love it. Killing stuff just so quickly.
We are powerful, mighty hunters.
Or just a bit overleveled for the area.
That one didn't count?
Apparently not. Well, it was a young marsh slug.
That one didn't count either.
Okay, we must be too far out of the area.
Yeah.
Because I was going to say, I thought the young marsh slugs counted, because I know we've killed at least one other that did.
Yeah. Let's try this one. There we go. It's been a while since we had to kill slugs.
Yeah, it has been, thankfully, because I hate them.
Will you aid the horse lords?
You survived the marshes with all the poisonous slugs. I was not sure one unaccustomed to these lands would have come out alive. I must congratulate you. Thane Ordlac will want to thank you for your service himself, I am sure. He awaits you in the mead hall. Do not keep him waiting long, for his summons arrived before you.
Should we keep him waiting?
I mean, we could. It's not like he's going to do anything about it.
Sadly, no.
Your aid is
Oh.
welcome, friend.
Welcome back, my friend. I must thank you for saving my dear wife and putting an end to this brigand threat. Your efforts were unexpectedly valiant and deserving of this reward.
Hail, friend.
My muster is complete. I have not a large force, but my garrison is prepared to march to Stoke's defense. I suggest that you make for Torsbury at once. They are likely to be in more dire straits than Osserley. I would take as straight a route as you may, for you will not want to come in there too late. I shall send Dudsig with a handful of my finest warriors to assist at Torsbury, while I myself lead the remainder of my garrison to Stoke. May fortune go with you, Vontu. When you come to Torsbury, you should deliver Lufa's favor to Torfeth. Yeah, he probably did. Alright, well, let's get off to Torsbury. Do you know how much we have to do here?
No.
I mean, given how it looks like it's destroyed, I imagine not a ton. But I could be wrong.
I imagine there's a camp of survivors.
Okay, then we might want to consider calling it when we get there, because, like I said, I do want to shower and stuff before we get before we have to leave.
Who showers?
I mean, I try to.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, it looks pretty torched, pretty broken up.
Goblin.
Oh boy. Okay. Well, I think someone's chasing me. Or not. No, they must have lost. Okay. Are you blind? Can you not see that we are in the midst of a war council? I have not the time to... What? The signet of Torsbury? That can only mean that Sok is under siege. May Saruman the White burn forever in the fires he has kindled. Curse his mangy hide. My horse to the horse, of course. Bah, Frithild will have to wait. I have lost Torsbury. Nay, I am not disloyal, whatever it may seem. I just know Frithild. She can hold fast without me. I should know. Look at my nose. She broke it herself, she did. We will attend to Stoke, but do not worry. But first I must reclaim my town. I cannot bandy words any longer. My son, Torfeth, is in charge of gathering information we can use to form our counter-assault. Speak with him and help him as you may. The sooner Torsbury belongs to us, the sooner we can drive Saruman's lackeys back to Isengard. What is it? Did you hear what I said? Massive it is, and I have seen it with my own eyes. Well, at least the shadow of it. There are terrible creatures roaming the land. In the Eastfold, down in the farthest reaches of the Fenmark, dwells the great fat Phasistocallan. Is that it? A terrible beast. Fishermen mistake it off for a small island, and it devours them. In the northwest of the Stone Deans, there lies an ancient shrine built by the ancestors of the Dunlendings. It is rumored that a demon guards it still, a creature with great long fangs. In the south of Westfold, it is said there dwells a terrible dragon, if you can believe it. No one here believes me. Oh,
I wouldn't take this quest.
yeah, it's for raid.
It's a raid size quest.
Yeah. Okay. I'll accept it, and we can come back and do it. They move. I saw them, the trees. There are other things in Fangorn as well, dark things with evil hearts. I have heard tell of winged skeletons like women and winged creatures like women and walking skeletons. They are all gathering beneath the shadow of Mordor. No one believes me, of course. They all say I am mad. Go into that accursed wood and bring proof of the terrors within, and I will reward you as I may. Okay, there's Torfeth. I must ask your pardon for my father's harshness. He is a good man, but none too clever, and he is embarrassed that he allowed Torsbury to fall. The Dunlendings came upon us silently in the night and had already put the town to the torch before anyone could sound the alarm. It seemed like they came from nearly every direction and without warning. Now he plans to retake Torsbury and has put me in charge of gathering information. I may be young, only 18 summers, but I have seen my share of battles and know the habits of the orcs. If I need you to ride out to Torsbury and through the fields to the south to learn what kind of forces are arrayed against us. With that information, we can lay the best plan for our counter-assault.
What brings you to these lands?
What is it that brings you to me? I recognize... What is this you bring to me? I recognize it. This belongs to Lufa, daughter of Gisling. But she did not wed Ordlak... But did she not wed Ordlak of Osserley? You say that she did not wed him out of love. Alas, that we should be torn apart for politics and alliances. I will treasure this and swear if Ordlak does not bring her joy, he shall feel the taste of my steel. I am sorry, I would not speak so harshly before you. Alright, we might actually just want to call it at this point, because, like I said, shower and get stuff ready before we go. So, yeah. We'll be back. We should be back next weekend. That is at least the plan. You never know what happens with life, but we are planning to be back next weekend. So, thank you all so much for joining us here today. Thank you all for being a part of the stream and spending part of your Saturday with us. We will see you on the next one, but until then, I'm Vanlin.
I'm Yummy Elf.
And this is Cowolf Gaming. We'll catch you next time.
Bye.